Swear this world is getting real crazy. Man, they killing my folks. Man, they hurting my people on the day. Bringing back Jim Crow, man, how in the world? Am I a citizen? Man, how in the world? Am I a citizen?
Yo, it's your boy King Smoke. As always, got my boy King City over here. How you doing?
What's good?
So. I'm gonna ask you like you ask me every week. How was your week?
My week wasn't my week. You know what I mean? This week was resemblant of last week. It looked the same, just working. Like, damn, I need to do something different some goddamn time.
I feel that. I've been thinking about that lately. Nigga need to start doing shit, you know. Weed legal now, I might just go smoke some weed by the water. Doing that anyway, but you know, I don't know. And I ain't gotta find a little cut.
Yeah.
Just chilling.
You can do it.
Yeah, just chilling. Put my feet in the water, smoke a blunt. Shit might be relaxing.
I can see that, I guess.
You don't think so?
I can see that. I guess.
Just putting your feet in the water, smoking, looking at the clouds on the water and shit, contemplating. I don't know. I'm in anything to get you out the fucking house. I don't give a fuck what it is for real. Anything.
I feel that though, because it's sometimes like you just want that fucking, you know, that release from.
I hate the store though.
Yeah.
I don't like wanting.
Yeah.
I'm in and out when it comes to the store. I don't like to be in that bitch a long time. That ain't no get out the house for me. And I don't like chilling with people that it is a get out the house for. Because let's just go to the store. I said the store, like.
I don't want to be around nobody. What we going there for?
No, people just like to go to the store just to be in that motherfucker.
No,
I don't like window shopping, but
yeah, me either.
I'm sitting there trying to pick out some shit I can't buy. Fuck. He said that'll be nice. He said it would. So I can do this shit at home.
You could have looked on. I got that phone.
You know how many times I get on Zillow, be like, this be nice to the motherfucker. But I know I can't have it. I ain't about to go to the store and do the same shit. That's for big shit. Be dreaming for big shit. I don't want to dream for the little shit. I ain't gonna sit there and say this would be a nice vacuum. Fuck that vacuum.
So, how was your week, man? You're a funny motherfucker, man.
Yeah, it was pretty good for real. Ain't nothing too long, you know. But you know, this week number 2, you know, I'm straight. It's coming on for another time.
What you mean?
It's paid. The good week.
You say it's payday. Mm-hmm. You're a funny motherfucker, man.
Yeah, this that week. I love this week.
When they come back around, go on here, man.
Everybody know how it is. That second one, you know, it'll be iffy in the middle. You know,
the first one, everything
everything straight. You know, you feel accomplished, bills paid, got the little spending money to your name. You know, just say, you know what, I deserve a steak. You know, then you in the middle of that, and you're like, you need noodles. Throw some Cajun on these noodles. I'm spoiling myself today.
I'm not messing with you, man. But yeah, I know exactly
I don't know what it is. I can go lie, I got that problem. That's another thing, you know, I'm trying to work on when it comes to money, management and wise. I ain't gonna lie, I get bougie as fuck when I get paid when it comes to food.
What you mean?
That's I don't know what it is. Not like bougie in the sense of like I gotta go have some like expensive ass restaurant. I mean bougie in the sense that, like, you know, before that payday, I was cool eating those noodles. But on that payday, see, I'm not eating them goddamn noodles. I don't know what it is. I should have stayed eating the motherfucking noodles, and that's what I'm trying to work on personally. See, I know that's my problem.
The only thing with that I would say I get bougie at any time is if I'm going somewhere and we got to get a hotel. I don't give a fuck what the price is at this point. If that's what's in this area, hey, I don't want to pay it, but I ain't going to no bullshit. I'm not going to no bullshit. I can't. Hotels be like, no.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm iffy about my hotels too. They be like, you ain't just about to have me in the goddamn laying on anything. Fuck that. And I done seen motherfuckers like, man, I don't even want to sit down in your hotel room, cuz.
I ask people all the time, I'm like, man, when was the last time you seen the hotel, like housekeeping or whatever, push the cart past you, but it got blankets on it? I mean, you got blankets up there. You ever see sheets, towels? Do you ever see a blanket on these carts?
No.
They come in there, they change them sheets. They go like this with the blanket and put it back the fuck down.
You going that joint laying straight nut on your face. You got Valentine's Day from 30 years ago on them sheets.
That got them long, but goddamn.
Hey, look, some of them. Some of them run down motherfuckers probably do. Bitch smell like fucking mold and piss in their goddamn hotels.
Oh man. But anyways, man, what we supposed to be getting into today, man?
I don't know. You know something that didn't happen to me this week?
What's that?
I ain't try to kidnap myself.
Yeah.
That's some crazy shit right there.
I don't know. Listen. I don't know what. First of all, why she did it and all this other shit. That's one thing. It just sounds stupid.
Lie better.
Yeah.
Lie a little. You could have threw like so many things out there, but you just made up the most Home Alone ass goddamn kidnapping story I ever heard in my life.
Imagine her out there on the street alone screaming. They say they heard her screaming, so she just was screaming and running, dropped her phone like
threw her weed.
She was a character out there. Like, why though? That's the thing. What was why?
Yeah, what was she trying to escape? Because at that point, you might as well just shot a TikTok. You'd have made up this whole goddamn scenario. You should have made TikTok went viral for the right reasons, goddamn it. Your ass out here kidnapping yourself and everybody talking about where the baby at. I'm trying to figure out what fucking baby.
Yeah, if she lied, I'm on no baby.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I keep saying about where the baby. Like, she lied. So what?
Ain't no goddamn baby.
They just said she was kidnapped by people who lived in the woods.
Man, they didn't, like, she already admitted to her wrongs. I mean, she came out, she did apologize, whatever. Now, we're joking and everything, but this is how I truly feel about it. I think what she did was stupid. I think it was like reckless because you have so many people, out there looking for you that's taking away. Yeah, shit like that. And then you have other women that live in that town that's thinking that there's a person out here that's possibly kidnapping people. Mm-hmm. That can set off panic. But at the same time, I look at it like, I never been to the point where I would even think to do something of that nature. Mm-hmm. So wherever she was in her head, and I'm not giving her an excuse, but I can't speak for a person's mind because we would never think to fathom, like, what will make you even want to seem like you're disappearing? Is it just a hoax for laugh, or you really thought that you was going to have people think you were gone? I just think that she really wanted to disappear, but not under the mind state of it's gonna get as big as it did. And she panicked and came back. Mm-hmm. That's how I see it. You know what I'm saying? But where were you at in the mind that that made you want to? Not saying she's right, because I think it was stupid. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Most definitely.
But at the same time,
I do get what you're saying. It's just like, what the fuck was going on in your life to make you want to do some shit like that?
Right. I mean, so.
I mean, people deal with things different ways. Some people, eat. Some people don't eat. Some people cut themselves. Some people kill themselves. She kidnapped herself.
But
no matter how you say it, that's the funniest shit in the world, though. Because, like, say, damn, you like.
Yeah, it's dumb.
I feel like once you came to the realization that, it got too big, you should have just came out then. Because then you coming out. Though. No, I'm talking about with the bullshit story she tried to say beforehand.
Man, she's scared to death, man.
I know, but it's just like. She could have said anything else.
How old is this girl? Well, she was a nurse and all that. She didn't fuck their life up, though. Mm-hmm. But, like I said,
We were talking about it last time. I don't feel like she don't. That stuff like that. Like, I granted it should be like a kind of shame on you, but you know, she shouldn't like for the rest of her life.
Yeah, because like we can say she fucked her life up, she would never be a nurse or whatever. If it wasn't just for shits and giggles, she could have just did it for who the fuck knows what. You know, people do shit for whatever attention. But if it was something really going on, she already felt like her life was fucked up anyway. That's why she wanted to disappear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if it is something, like, it shouldn't be what we're giving her. Da-da-da, you stupid, da-da-da. Even though it is dumb as fuck, you like. But if it really was something that she wanted to do that, she didn't kill herself. I would have rather kidnapped herself than killed herself. You know what I'm saying? If that's the thing. But she did waste time, money, cause a panic, got all these people caring, the ones that really is caring and not being a trend. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. I don't know how to feel. Do you think there should be, like you were just we was bringing up, penalty? In what fashion? Should it be any at all?
Penalty? I feel like it should be some. I don't know. It's not to the extreme where, like, she should go to jail or nothing like that because, you know, she ain't particularly hurt nobody. She did waste a lot of police time. I feel like she, you know, do a little with some services, some shit.
Community services.
Yeah.
That's how I am, man. Because, like, I know they probably going to give her some time. Or maybe like a big ass fine or some time, but like, it's like she hurt herself at the end of the day. So, what, you know?
I feel like
other than the person's feelings, you made me mad because I cared a lot, which is true. But
I feel like community service should be like a more push thing. Like that should be more form of a punishment for a lot of shit. It might help a few people.
Yeah,
especially these like the kids go to juvie and shit. Do some community service, like fucking nursing homes and some crazy shit. I don't know.
Yeah. And that'd be a good thing because it'll get them around more of a variety of people other than just the people in your close knit. I mean,
I said we got to start thinking about our punishments. I know there's a little bit off topic, but I kind of want to get into that. We got to start as a nation start thinking about our punishments to a lot of these crimes. Because what the fuck is going to help? That's what we need to think about. Because, yes, we need to punish, but at the same time, we need to make it so it don't happen again. Because that's the only way we're going to make it better. Because if we just punish and don't really do nothing about the actual problem, the problem's going to persist no matter what.
Right. That's how I feel about when they talk about, you know, the so-called black neighborhood. You know what I mean? It just so happened that black people live there. It's just a desert, you know what I mean, for money.
I mean, shit, if they go...
And they blame the black people in it and not, you know, what it really is.
Okay, you can go to the poor white areas and they selling fucking meth and e-pills at the same time. It's the same shit.
It's just the methods. It's the resources that's in there. But they blame the meth head. They blame the whatever. He's doing that for the money. Yeah. Not the meth head, but the meth dealer anyways.
Yeah. He's seen a lucrative business opportunity. That's it.
Because he took all the businesses away. You know what I'm saying?
Poor people going to feed themselves.
It's a fact.
No one's just going to be hungry.
So what do you think, what's her name, Carly Russell? Who, in those days, they say she stole a robe, some tissue, and she bought some snacks. What the fuck you think she was doing?
She stole a what?
A robe, like a smock, like from work. Some tissue. And she had bought a bag of snacks or some shit.
Fuck what she about to do with that?
Don't know. like
just the smock that they put you on that hey ass all out type shit? Like
like the work jacket.
So she stole like the doctor coat.
That's from what I understand. But they did say a robe, so maybe it was I don't know what the fuck she.
I mean, they do got the long doctor coat, but why?
What was she about to do?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't know. I just know. Well, I don't know. I think she got spooked to death. She seen that shit. I'm talking about. I knew she couldn't miss herself. Now, I mean, I'm talking about. They talk about Carly Russell here. CNN talk about Carly Russell. She wasn't expecting that shit.
And she's like, God damn.
She wasn't expecting that. She came her ass, walked her ass right on back. That's why I say I halfway feel sorry for her. Know what I mean?
Because it was like probably a moment of weakness, and then it kind of like got big.
I look at it like if she was a person that had just came up to me, right, and she just talked to me about her depression and what she was going through and why she just want to get away and boop, 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 boop. I would have never thought in a million years she was planning on kidnapping herself, but at that moment, I would have felt bad for her. Now, I mean, but being that we're people that just see this action that's stupid, we're just going on them like, nah, what was up with this person before that? You know what I'm saying? If she won't just own some.
I don't know. We can still admit it. You know, the actions were stupid. I can look at it as both ways. I can kind of. It
is stupid. For sure.
I kind of laugh and be like, yeah, you shouldn't have kidnapped yourself. Like it was better methods to that. But you know, I'm here for you. Talk to me. What's going on that you felt that you need to kidnap yourself?
Yeah. Anytime.
Anytime I'm here, but don't kidnap yourself. I be talking to my friends like that because some stuff, you know, I can laugh about them with it, but you know, I'm here for you. But what is you doing?
Yeah.
Stupid shit. I say it all the time. Like I just shake my head.
And then, what do you think about the people that's coming towards her mom? I look at it like a parent is going to parent. So of course she's, you know, it ain't like she's on her daughter's side, but she's coming to her daughter's aid. You know what I'm saying? So what do they want her to do?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because they wouldn't do that.
It's because public opinion is so flawed that, like, people attack anything nowadays. Like, I seen, like, remember the dude who was arguing with the lady in the shop and her son shot him? Mm-hmm. It was like the lady, his mama was posting pictures with her son on the, you know, like, with her son and everything, like, pictures of him and her, like, posing with photos of him, shit like that. And everybody was like, well, you should have raised your son better and shit like that. Like,
but it got to do with that day.
Yeah, so he died. That's still her son.
Like,
people just expect you. They expect everybody to hold the same opinion.
You claim you know a person from a picture. That's the thing. Like, you can't look at a picture and be like, well, they wasn't raising them right. You don't fucking know that. Mm-hmm. You don't know what was going on in their day-to-day life.
Yeah, because any encounter can change a person. Actually, almost every encounter you come across changes you. Every moment, every encounter changes you in some way, form, or fashion. It could be for the better, it could be for the worse. Depends on how many encounters you have. So raising a person gets them but so far.
Yeah, because they eventually gotta do it on their own. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But raising never stops because you never stop growing. Mm-mm. Yeah.
But the world starts to raise you a lot more at one point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because once you leave that, your parents can only raise you once you're in that door. Once you leave that door, that's about it.
Now with her mom, I don't think they shouldn't have been even bringing her mom into the conversation. Mm-mm. She was the one that ran away and faked this whole thing and tricked. They keep saying she tricked the world, though. When you think about this, though, she did not. She did not. She was planning on tricking people. Her mom, her friends, her circle around her. She wasn't expecting
it to get this big.
She wasn't expecting it to get this big, man. Mm-mm. She didn't trick the world. The world gravitated to her, which should be more of that because there's a lot of people out there that go missing, definitely black women and children, that goes missing all the time. And it doesn't get the light that this got. I mean, just so happened that this one did, and it's some bull. Mm-hmm. I mean, but she didn't think it was going to get that big.
Nope. They all should get more attention. That's honestly what we should be focusing on a lot more. That shit should be going viral like fuck more than anything else. Every time one missing, to the point where they pushing them jumps to you can identify that motherfucker if you see him right off the bat.
When it comes to like them, the kidnapping and that was actually our. I mean, when it gets to the trafficking and shit, it got to be a big ass operation, man.
It got to be.
When you hear the numbers of how many people are missing, I'm like, come on now. How? Where are these people at? You get what I'm saying? And then to hear them catch these trafficking rings and this, and that. And then let's just talk about, what's the guy name that supposedly killed himself? Was it Epstein?
Epstein.
He got an island, where they billionaires that he's supposed to be trafficking women. Right? A billionaire that's supposedly trafficking young women to who? You know it ain't to dudes on the block. He's a billionaire. He's never going to see them. Now, it may start somewhere with taking these people or whatever, but he's selling to other billionaires.
Yeah.
Millionaires. That's his clientele. You know what I'm saying? They may, have their ways of getting it, which I don't know, but it has to be that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why they killed that man.
Exactly, because you can't have them telling on the people that's running shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe, like I said, that shit is across the board. Like, I hate how everybody try to limit it to a certain side when you can clearly see, like, you can go through, like, just our fucking, look at our, like, past congressmen. Look how many of them got some type of charge or allegation against them. Every last
I seen
one.
a video, and this guy was at the podium, and he was saying, he was listing off all these charges. He was like, in this certain group of people, there's 100 and something have rape charges, 70 of them have abuse charges, about 300 of them have whatever. He said, I know you probably think this is an NBA team, an NFL or whatever, but this is your congressman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, but these the motherfuckers that's calling shots and locking up people when they got all this bullshit going on.
Most definitely.
Because it's a money thing when it comes to that, though. Mm-hmm. That's a different game.
Hollywood, too.
Yeah.
Because it's like no way, like, about 95% of child stars all come out fucked up.
Yeah, is it because of things we don't see. And there's a bunch of little kids around adults all the time. And then you talking about them ones that so-called powerful adults that they know in order for you to get to the next step, so-called next step of what we think success is, they know they can get you to do things. Really get your parents to do things.
Yep.
Because when you talk about child stars, of course that kid wants to do this. They're good at it. They're actors, they're singers, or whatever that is. But it's the parent that
wants the money.
Yeah. They have the say so. They have the whatever. Know what I mean? They're living through them at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And for them to let other people
make those decisions and control how their kid is. Kid can't sleep, can't do this. They got to shoot the scene a million times. No childhood.
Mm-mm.
They running through studios. I remember what was the dude from Everybody Hates Chris? Mm-hmm. He was talking about how he went through the studios and he was trashing them joints.
Him because he was a kid. Yeah.
He said he feel bad now, but he said back then it was just like.
Now imagine those scenes where we all watch movies and the sex scene is the fucking middle school person or the kissing. Can you imagine? It's cameras and shit. Why y'all? What sick motherfucker to say? Yeah, you want this scene? Why does this have to be in there? Children having sex. Mm-hmm. Why is that even an option for you to put in the movie? You get what I'm saying? I think that shit is sick in itself. You know what I'm saying? But the things that we allow when it comes to children, it makes sense of why they have this trafficking shit so fucking huge.
Yeah, and a lot of people putting the thing like, oh, it's just acting. I said, yeah, acting has, in a sense, yeah, it's just acting. But if it's like one of them things, like you probably wouldn't even let your child watch this in itself, why would a child be acting in it?
Right.
If your child would have to close his eyes, it should not be a scene where those kids would probably have to close theirs if they was in your house.
And they got them acting doing it. Now, some of them say, well, that's a 19-year-old playing a 12-year-old or a 19-year-old playing a 15-year-old or whatever. And they say they're grown. Like, why is the director, whoever wrote this, want this to be these children having sex?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that the visual you want to put on the screen?
Like, what's that shit, Euphoria?
See, I kept hearing about it, but
that show ain't nothing but fucking kids and fucking the teachers and the principals stripping, doing drugs. That's literally all it is.
And that's a so-called kids show.
It's basically a high school drama.
And I guess their defense would be, well, this stuff happens in high school and all of that, right?
Yeah, well, it fucking shouldn't, and we shouldn't portray it like it should.
Bam. If you know you want to stop it, do not make it glorious.
And people don't understand that. They be like, well, how do we make it glorious? I said you put people in there in these positions and you make a show about them. And you make it seem like this is a good thing and it's acceptable and nobody can talk bad about it because it's showing the realism. That's just the same reason why I didn't like the new Fresh Prince show. Because, like I said, good premise. Seemed like it could have been a kind of a show, but I felt like it took away the original purpose of the Fresh Prince. Like, because all those black shows that came out, like Fresh Prince and what was the other one? The Cosby shows. They were supposed to show the black community without all the negative stereotypes. Right. And to bring the Fresh Prince back with all the negative stereotypes, right, it's kind of like defeats the purpose, and it's kind of fucked up. Yeah. So I don't really want to fuck with it. Yeah. It seemed like it could have been good, but it just ain't for me. I can't. Yeah. Because it's glorifying negativity. Just because it does happen in real life, don't mean it's okay. It happens. It's a negative thing. Yeah. That seems like I would say, like, I know, like, rape happens, but I still don't feel like they should show an entire rape scene. Like, that's some uncomfortable shit. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I hate watching that shit. Like, you just watching the movie, like, okay, it happens, but, you know, you can imply the shit happened and be on your way. I don't need to watch a whole fucking 5-minute scene on rape or some shit. Like those type of scenes. Who's the sick-minded guy or woman, whoever, that wanted to sit there and film that? Yeah. Why did you want to depict that? That sounds like a sick mind to me. Yeah, that's fucking... It ain't cool. And it's like a psychological thing that is just like... I don't believe, like, in safeguarding against, like, people's triggers and nothing like that, but I feel like a scene like that, especially in movies aimed towards women, when we know a lot of women have had, like, sexual abuse or something happen to them personally. A lot of them have. So to have it in a lot of movies directed towards women, it's reaffirming negativity. Pushing it out there like this is just... Yeah. Yeah. Now, speaking of women, y'all out there right now, have y'all seen the Just Hilarious in this trans community? You seen it? Yeah. Number one, before we get into it, what was your first reaction to it? Because for me, it's like, I don't see nothing wrong with what she got going on. Nothing wrong with what she said. I think people out there got their feelings hurt, but she spoke the truth to me. Because, and cancel from what? How you cancel a person? You know me, I'm a person who don't believe you can't be canceled unless, you know, you apologize. She don't apologize when she stayed by her stand. She make another video, she be straight, guaranteed. Yeah, I put it on everything. Make another video, guarantee you be straight. Because at the end of the day, she's saying the truth. Yeah. And just because you don't like the truth, don't mean it ain't the fucking truth. So we got a video, and it shows what the trans person said, and then it shows it's about a minute, but Just Hilarious said, and then I want to come back, because to me, I feel like yo, you can't tell a real woman that she's not a woman. You can't. I mean, giving her different nicknames and everything. I think time has changed to a time where let's just watch the video, man.
What I mean when the transphobia just comes out, the audacity and just the arrogance for cis women to believe that they own periods, that they own womanhood. You don't. Okay, you don't own periods, you don't own womanhood. You experience both, and both are different for every person, but as a cis woman, it doesn't belong to you, so you can't gatekeep it. Like, hello?
Hello. Who the fuck is gonna stand up for us? Who the fuck stands up for us? And us, I mean women, real women, biological women, women who were born with all the parts that you guys wish that you were. When does the delusion stop? What is the difference between you and someone who has been diagnosed to be mentally insane? What's the only difference is you don't have a straitjacket on. Stop talking out your fucking ass. Wake up. How are you projecting your anger on real women? Because we are the gatekeepers. We are the gatekeepers for periods. We the only one that fucking bleed, honey. We the only ones that can give birth. We make y'all people. We make y'all. Y'all come from us. You can't be us. You will never. You're chasing something you'll never, ever get. You'll never be that.
Like, hello?
So,
Okay. All right. So the first thing she had me fucked up with was they're not the gatekeepers of womanhood.
what?
I said you can't even like. So if trans, if I'm not mistaken, is short for, transitioning, right? So what are you transitioning to? If it's something that's you trying to say is a choice, but it's just like, what you trying to be?
Right.
If not them. Now, in my opinion, it's kind of the same as if white dude, just painted himself black one day and today, I can say nigga now. You don't own the rights to nigga. I own the rights to nigga too. You ain't the gatekeeper.
Shit, I think the women one is even though how I feel about nigga and white people saying it, the women thing is like, no, she is literally born
that way.
I wasn't born a nigga. Like I was born black.
No, but like black person. But I'm just saying, like,
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But to tell this lady that
your natural being is just
Matter of fact, we're gonna create a word for you. Now you're a cis woman. I don't even know what the fuck that is. What is a cis? Like they spell it CIS. So I don't know what it's short for. I don't know what the fuck is a cis woman. Somebody let me know what the fuck that is. But to say that they're cis women and you are women, what you mean? I seen where they said they wanted to call them birthers, and this was something they were trying to put in legislation. They were gonna call natural women birthers and the trans women. Now, what Jess Hilarious said, what do you feel about what she said?
I feel as though she was right, and the anger is kind of profound because it's just like they're pushing to be more and more entitled to actually being what they're not. You have every right to put on whatever costume the fuck you want. You have that right. You have every right to dress how you want. You have every right to act like you want. You can even have the right to feel like you are a woman. But at the end of the day, you're not. And you don't have the right to basically push them down a notch just for the simple fact because you want to play pretend. Because people have real issues not addressed to your pretend. And like she said, the only difference between it is the fact that they're not in a straitjacket, because no matter what, if this was anybody else, mental illness would be said that it was. I would never be able to go anywhere and be like, this is what I am, and overreact because you're calling me something that I'm not. It doesn't work like that. I can't just say, hey, I'm a billionaire. Give me money, bank. I can't just go in that junk and withdraw $1 billion because I want to.
I can say I'm a bird tomorrow and just say, caw all day tomorrow. They're going to lock my ass up.
Smooth up. Soon as they see your ass flying your ass down the street.
This big ass, this nigga turkey, he think none is out. But so that's why, but when did it become the truth can no longer be the truth because it hurt someone's feelings? When the fuck did that happen? Like, I'm down to say that, okay, you can live your life the way you want to. Mm-hmm. If you want to be a trans woman, trans man, or whatever the hell you want to do that. But do not say because I feel I'm this, they can no longer be it. No, do your thing. Do your thing. You want to dress up and be that? Hey, look, it is what it is. That is
something for you to discuss with your circle.
Yeah.
If you want your circle to see you as a real woman, that's on you and your circle.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day,
not gonna be around you. And if it's ones in my circle that is not, but I guess they would address it if it happened. But until then, it is what it is.
They gotta have some humor be in my circle so they wouldn't be last.
She says she's trans rich. They're gonna laugh at you at the bank. They said, well, that's not what your bank account say. Say, how much you want out? So we give you 1,000. We give you 1,000, 1,000. I give you 1,000.
They gonna say, "Well, I need you to transfer some funds, ma'am."
Facts. Now, okay, the whole thing is, they want to cancel her for this. Now, we'll talk about what canceling is in a minute because I think it's a stupid concept. But you know, her losing deals and all this, whatever. I hope it's not hurting her because, not to say that she was gonna land the job, but them bringing her on the Breakfast Club. And that's like a BT look, and then she's already with Nick Cannon and all that. She's just growing, and people liked her up there. And I know I did.
I doubt what's caller would do that.
What's that?
Charlemagne, but I don't know if it's just his decision.
Yeah, because when you don't own shit, you don't own shit. You know what I mean? And you talking about they're with BET now. So if you know, big corporations, I would hope BET is owned by a black guy now. You know what I mean? Partially. So it's like,
Hopefully not.
This whole canceling thing is like,
it's always been a thing, but it's just bigger with social media now.
But why should a person lose their job because they don't think the way you do? At no point did Jess Hilarious say that person couldn't live their own life. She's just saying that just because you're doing that does not change me.
Yeah.
You're actually pretending to be me. So
that's why I said, like, stuff like that. That's when we was talking last week when I said it would open up a can of worms, because that's kind of what it did. Like, the first time, like, you start hearing stuff about, oh, this person did this and they lost their job, and then after that, you just start seeing it happening more and more. Because once you open up the can of worms to limit free speech, you open up those fucking can of worms. And
yeah, because they take it, I don't know about if too far is the thing, because free is free, but they want free without truth. They want free without the opposition. Because it's like, if you're free to do what you do, which means I'm free to do what I do.
Yep.
You're free to think. You can't just say, I'm free to do this, and you no longer have your freedom because I have this newfound. No.
Yep.
That's not how it works. You can't have it just one way. It wouldn't, like, that takes away what the freedom is.
Cause shit, even when it comes to like black folks, we ain't never went to no legislation to say white people can't say nigga. You know, you just might gotta catch these hands.
Yeah.
You just might gotta run the ones. Other than that, nothing.
Yeah, because you're free to say whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Everything has consequence.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have your consequences with life. I always said that. I said, you have freedom of speech, but you're not free of other people's freedom of speech or how people react.
And they can't get past the how people react part. Because they
want you to care as much as them.
Right.
We don't.
And they want it instantaneously. I look at it like when black and white folks start, mingling, and you have more black people dating white people, they was getting looks. They was getting looks like a motherfucker because it was abnormal.
Now it is not looked at as shit.
You might have them ones that, by now, if you still looking at it like that, you're pretty much racist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At this
Shit,
point.
even like, I'm not gonna lie, for a while.
I don't like it. I'm gonna be honest, but I don't give a shit.
But
I'm not gonna say I don't like it. It's more like it's not my preference.
okay.
There we
Something
go.
you wouldn't do.
Something I wouldn't do. There we go. Because what they do, I can give a flying fuck.
But shit, it was the same way for like trans. Like, granted, you always gonna have like people who are super like over the top with their hate. You know what I mean? Like, you always gonna have like some white people that just like they're true racists, or you're gonna have like some people who are like truly transphobic who just want to go out their way to beat these people up or some crazy shit. Like, those people, like, granted, that's a people
That is a people,
exists.
though. That is
That
a
exists. But
Which is weird.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, don't make people who have nothing to do with that care about that.
Yeah.
Not care about it, because at the end of the day, I care if
Don't
anybody
force
get
it
hurt.
upon.
I care if anybody get hurt. At the end of the day, if somebody's like forcing upon you, I'm down to stand with you on some shit, but I'm not down to stand with you on all of your stances, if that makes sense.
Right.
Like, I don't got to see you as lady to feel like nobody should kill you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to be with all that. Like, I don't feel like they should kill you. I don't feel like you're a woman. But after, we try to figure out this person trying to kill you, then I'm gonna go my separate way.
But they're kind of asking for a power to disrespect our
Everybody
women,
else.
right? Because it's like anything that I do, I say how I think is right. And if anyone goes against me, they are homophobic or transphobic, or
and
whatever.
that's not the truth. That's
and now
not
you're
true.
trying to take away a actual woman's right because you think you are one.
Because I know it's been plenty of times like
Not even a right. That's just what the fuck she is. She's a woman.
I remember it's time like everybody we walk past one and you be like, oh shit, I might think that might be a man. You know, you walk past, you like shit. But other than that, that's kind of like the only reaction you have to it.
Yeah.
You don't really have any like,
Yeah.
I want to go hurt them or
Nah.
no, I have no problem. Granted, like I said, they do exist, but the majority of people ain't like that. We just don't share your viewpoint, and we never will. That's okay. That is okay. We do not have to communicate, and I won't disrespect you at all.
Yeah. Yeah. So when it comes to her, Jess Hilarious, and I don't even know who the hell this person is, but should she? So you're standing with her basically,
Yeah, I'm
just
saying
like me,
Mm-hmm.
just like me, and I feel like if they cancel her, the only way for it to work for black people, if they cancel Jess Hilarious from these certain programs, if they're black establishments, if their names hold as much weight as they say that they do, let's just say if it was, I don't want to throw nobody out there, but like just like it was Nick Cannon thing, and they say they're kicking her off the show. He didn't want her gone. He liked him on the show. That was his shit. Mm-hmm. If his business really hold that much stand, take your business elsewhere. I don't know how his contract is, but if that's the case, take your business elsewhere. The Breakfast Club, whatever, say we're doing this. We're standing with our folks because they didn't do anything wrong but speak their mind. Yeah, I mean, just like the other person did. They had two different viewpoints. One person felt like this, one person felt like that, but they both have the right to say it.
Yeah, you can't take away one person's right to say something while letting the other person do it.
Right.
Because I looked at one video, like, granted, I don't know how the other dude, like, all his, like, political decisions, but he was just standing out there with a sign and be like, it was like something, real women was a sign. And, like trans people was out there, like, they was trying to punch the man. They was ripping down the sign. He was just standing there.
Say real women are real women. Mm-hmm. And that was on the sign and they beat him up. Mm-hmm. Jesus. What do you think about...
So wouldn't that not be the same?
Yeah, it would. It would. But I look at it like, so Jess Hilarious is saying, yo, we're women, you're pretending to be. Now you take this and you have these trans people that's getting on their sports teams, that's getting into their fields of I said this like years back to my old lady, and this was just about the gay thing. I have no problem with it, but I just noticed something. In her profession, like in the medical field, it's mostly dominated by women. Over time, I start seeing it be more dominated by gay men. I just start seeing them, not dominated, but I see more and more. I'm like, they're kind of saying that they are more accepted than y'all. Now, I mean, they're hiring them way faster. It's going to be a time where women are going to be on the outskirts and they're going to be in. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And not saying that there's a person that should be casted out and this, and that, but
they're treated like a minority.
Right. No, they treat the women less than anything.
No, what I mean by that, they treat them like a minority. I mean, like, when it comes to, like, the LGBT community, they treat them like kind of how, like, they kind of pander to black folks, but they only do it to us, like, certain times a year. But they pander to them a lot of times during the year, and it's just about every small infraction. But I get it now, because now that's, like, the hottest tool you can use now for, like, publicity during, what you call it, shit, when you're running for president or some shit.
Like your campaign?
Yeah, that's the shit. Rainbow is the new black. At first, you just had to get up there and be like, hey, black folks, you know, we going to give this for you. We going to get this to you. We got you. Now, if all I got to do is let them come read at a school and let them go join the women's sports and...
That's foul.
But if that's all I got to do rather than actually fixing the black community and trying to promise that every year, and I can promise this easily all year round, I do it too, because I'm going to win every time. And with that community growing and with them pushing it a lot more.
It's foul, though. It's foul.
It is. But that's what they're doing. They're pandering hard as shit to them. And it's what's that thing that I was talking about? Like when they get the ignorance outweighs the thinking process.
You can't go to the. I don't like that school shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it came to the town that we live in, to the motherfucking library, and I don't like that shit. Kids are impressionable. You don't do that shit to kids. They don't even know what the fuck is going on. That shit that you got on right, you know, it's like a clown suit to them. You're just a thing that's in entertainment in the classroom today.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know that they're sitting there saying, "Yeah, I want to be one of like it was the drag queen thing." The game.
That's
like, who wants to be?
It's a certain age that a lot of stuff you can't teach. There's certain conversations you can't have. Like there's conversations. I'm not having like a real serious conversation with a 5 or 6 year old.
Yeah.
I might be able to say, hey, you're not supposed to do this or this and that, try to teach them little things at life, but there's levels to this shit and they don't care. So there's not a real necessary thing to be like, oh, we're trying to make this normal. I said they don't care. They don't pay no mind anyways.
But when you drill it into their head, that's what they would gravitate to. And that's what they're doing. Drilling that shit in their head everywhere. And then I think it's foul because like when you say trans, you have a bunch of dudes because you don't really see it in the opposite way. Mm-hmm. Now, I mean, meaning sports wise though, you don't really see dudes. I mean, females turning into dudes and go play that sport. Yeah, I mean, you always see these dudes that was fucking horrible at their sport, couldn't beat the people that they was playing against. Say I'm gonna do it as a lady and dominate. And when you have these women train their asses off to be the best in their class, and you come over there and bring your ass in there and kill them. That's some bitch shit, number one. And number two, that's once again looking at women as less than. How did they just get the opportunity to shit on them?
Yeah, and just straight like that. They just know and like shit. The one with the boxing, that's the one that's crazy to me.
It was the UFC.
UFC?
Yeah.
That's
back
crazy.
That fucking school. Oh, Lord.
A dude fighting a lady. And then they try to say the shit like, well, he took the shots. I said, that doesn't...
Man.
I don't give a fuck nobody say. They can say, they ain't take strength away from that motherfucker. Mm-mm. We see it. We seen it didn't.
That was so fucking sad. I kept on trying to, in my mind as I'm watching it, I'm like, I was saluting the lady because this guy was like tearing her ass out. Even though I don't see how the refs can even stand there. That's clearly a man beating this lady up. But whatever. They say it's going, that's supposed to be a woman. She kept getting up. I'm talking about he tearing her ass up. She kept standing up. Slowly, kept standing up like blanket. Because she's trying to prove something in her head. You get what I'm saying? But in my mind, I'm like, please stay down, baby girl. God damn. Oh, Lord. And I think that type of shit shouldn't happen. Yeah. Because he could have killed her in there. And I'm going to keep saying he, just because.
Because at the end of the day, domestic violence is more looked at men for a reason anyways.
Right.
Because, like, granted, you know, if there's a weapon involved, they might take her ass down. But 9 times out of 10, if it's like a little soft-ass fight, and no, fuck that. If it's an actual fight between a man and a woman, you will see the clear difference.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless he got him a Big Shirley. And he goddamn, what's the nigga name? Lil Legs from fucking...
That when it comes to the best, see, I'm just talking to more like...
But I know what you mean. But that's just like... It's a reason why it's looked at as different.
Mm-hmm. Scrimp, all that. You know what I mean? It is, and for trans, it's starting to piss me off a little bit. I'm not even a goddamn woman. It's like, yo, you are saying that when my daughter was born, I'm happy it's a girl, da-da-da-da-da-da. She's no longer that, you're that, and I know that you're a man. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That don't make sense to me.
You know something that pisses me off about their little dumbass argument? They always say that gender is a social construct. You want to know some crazy shit? Race is a social construct too, but you see my black ass. Mm. And I can never be nothing. I'm not to say I never could be nothing else but black, but race is a social construct. Because think about it.
What about gender? Gender is not. Gender is not a.
The crazy thing is they stole that shit from women again, because when that sentence was uttered that was actually to say that when women was trying to say that I don't have to be just in the home, like I can work because it's not just a gender. It wasn't just a man thing. That's what they was using. It's like the gender roles was a social construct. But
gender
women,
roles, yeah, but not just
they
gender.
took that and twist the fuck out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Look it up.
Yeah.
Deadass.
Yeah, that's just like there's a lot of women out there right now that do not know that whole women smoking cigarette thing blew up just because of a businessman needed more money. At the end of the day, he seen that a lot of women wasn't smoking cigarettes. So, the posters you see with the strong women and this and all of that, and I mean, that was his marketing. So he took, I don't know if it was a Macy's Day Parade or whatever, and he had all of that going on with the cigarette or whatever, and they was doing like, yes, I can with the cigarette and all this other shit, and more women was doing it, but to them it was women empowerment, and yes, I can work, and yes, da-da-da-da-da. He just needed them to buy cigarettes. Mm-hmm. That's all it was. Know what I mean? But when you're into something, to them it's women empowerment, and yes, da-da-da-da. You don't even know that you're behind the whole thing.
The whole marketing scheme.
Mm-hmm. Which we are too. Mm-hmm. We don't even know. We don't pay attention to it.
I say it all the time. Like, every time motherfuckers be like, well, this person said they're going to do that. I said, look, they say the same shit every year. They've been selling us the same shit every year.
The politicians?
Mm-hmm. Every year. Look, they ain't never got the gift yet. Niggas and wrote the same letter to Santa Claus every single year since 1975.
I think.
And they ain't got the motherfucker yet.
Do we have to vote locally? Yes, we do. Now, I mean, you should vote for the president too. It's mostly supposed to be locally, but at the same time, I think we should start building our own local. They say they're building a city. I think that's dope. Shit like that. I want to get the name of it, know what I mean, because I want to keep my eye on it. Know what I mean, watch it, know what I mean, and hopefully learn from it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully reach out to one of them and see, you know what I mean, because there need to be a lot of us on shit like that.
Yeah. And we need to start holding ourselves within our community.
Get our cities to trade with our cities. We can start small, it don't matter. Mm-hmm. Know what I mean? It's better than just living in projects and shit.
Yep. And like I said, we need to start holding each other accountable for our wrongs. Not let the media or Facebook or anything in your community. Fuck that spreading around shit. Hold niggas accountable in your shit. Not everywhere else.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that's not going to help them. That ain't going to stop the problem or always asking outside the community for help. Start doing within to fix your community and work that way. Because we've tried to ask. Shit don't work. It don't. We've been begging for years.
For a long time.
Work. We have to go with within. And we have to stop worrying about what the fuck they doing. Shit annoying sometimes. Because right now y'all trying to figure out why the laws more cater to them. Let them deal with them.
Yes. Plain and simple. That's exactly what it is. Let them deal with them. And then when stuff happen with us, we deal with us, but we run to them to solve the problem. Mm-hmm. It's like, wait a minute, what the fuck was that about?
Mm-hmm. And then it's just like I said, we don't know what we want. Because at the same time, it's just like we want to stop a lot of shit in our communities, but we don't want to acknowledge the shit at the same time. Because we can't, this thing, especially if we're going to do it from within. Like I said, we need to do it from within. Like if we're going to do it from within, it has to be that.
I think we do have to do it from within. I think is like I said, I've seen these people do it. Is the examples of it. You know what I mean? Once it start, I think it'll be.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It'll grow. It might be. You might start with 4 people in your community. More people see it. I mean, because we all here. You know, we need the woot woot woot, and we don't got that example. It's sad that it got to be like that, but.
Yeah, it need to be a domino effect. Mm-hmm. Like I said, it's one of those things we got to start holding the community responsible as well. Because not just say like different things, but like we forgive too much or we give too many excuses on why it is instead of fixing it. Because we'll give the excuse on why it is. It's okay, that is why it is. But how we going to fix it? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Fuck why it is. Mm-hmm. Say shit. You got the money, like helping motherfucking neighbors out. If you got a little bit of extra shit to spare, like I said, I know it's hard sometimes, especially when you got to get what you get. But shit, motherfucking neighbors need a can of milk for the baby. Go get them motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Need to be more fair.
That's why I don't get why people be saying they all believe, you know, into the church and faithful and all this, and they be like, well, doing such and such is a sin. I'm like, well, you telling me that that's a sin without offering me an opportunity is a sin too, or do you just care about the first part? Mm-hmm. So, you get what I mean? It's like, yeah. When people just like to be talkers, see me, I'm more like, I'm one of the people that's like, I have a lot of ideas of helping us and this and that. I don't have the pool and resources to get those things. But I would love to meet more people that's around to get it. Mm-hmm. Now, there's might be people that's out there that's actually doing it, and then you have the people that just only talk about it when it's popular. I don't like those.
No, that only want to help when it's popular. Now, the only thing I will say is I don't immediately attack people that put things on social media, because sometimes stuff like that can raise awareness and inspire people to do stuff like that. I don't mind that, but I do mind it when you can kind of tell when it's just for clout.
Yeah.
When they all up in the face. Because you know somebody who's really doing it, most of them like to blur out the face, or they show like the actual action, like I got the table set up, like this is what we doing out here type deal. But then you got them people that's all in the face. How you feeling right now? And this, hey, you wanted a sandwich? And the interview, like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Just help the man.
Yeah. Yeah. But we are a society of bashing what we presume that is under us. Mm-hmm. Now, I mean, if we think we got a leg up on someone, we'll feel like we hot shit in that moment. You could be a person that walked in a room. Let's say if you had to go through two sets of doors, you're being in this first room, and let's just say there's people that's upper class so much. It can be a person that feels insecure and walk with their head down through that room. But they'll walk into the very next room with their head held high and feel like they hot shit around people that they believe that they're better than. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? And that's what we seem to do on a bigger scale when it comes to classism and shit like that. And I think that's why we don't work together. Because when the person approaches us about helping, it's like, I'm better than you.
Yep.
I'm better than you. Why would I work with you? I'm doing it like that type of shit. I'm like, nah, I'm not really feeling that.
Shit, that's how like some managers be. It's like it's once they make it, it's just like that's crazy to me. It's like you were a worker. It should honestly get better once somebody that started from the bottom actually gets to the top, rather than when they bring somebody who started there in. But a lot of times it don't work that way, because now they feel like they have to act like what just left, like the previous manager, with the arrogance, like I have to have this certain sort of. So no. You can go into leadership looking at it. That's why I say our leadership would never be fixed, because you got to have some type of money to really be in power, to become the president, really.
Yeah, you don't have to have money to start. Money will come. You know what I'm saying? Money will come once you get people around you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So to start your rise towards it, you don't need the money. Mm-mm. The money going to come, though, if people believe in you. Now you're getting donations from here. You're getting campaign money from there. You're putting yourself in places you didn't know existed. You know what I mean?
But you can't outbid them.
No, because they playing with a different type of money.
That's what I'm saying. You got to be rich.
But it depends on
because they paid for.
Because it's all about your backers.
A lot of them are paid for. That's what I mean.
But
somebody who actually, that's what I say. A lot of people that really, really want to be good, by the time they get to that point, they got so many say-sos. Not, well, I don't even go say-sos. A lot of people who do want to do good don't even make it that far.
Yeah, like Bernie Sanders. They make it far, but Bernie Sanders, to me, truly give a fuck about people.
Mm-hmm. And that's why they don't make it far.
Nah, like they gypped that man. He beat Hillary Clinton. It supposed to be Hillary Clinton running.
Popularity-wise, yeah.
He beat the man. Telling you, I'm driving.
Shit, crazy thing is he beat, what's it called, too. Nobody really wanted fucking Biden.
Like, it's we knew that, though. Mm-hmm. We knew that he was too much for the people. You know what I'm saying? It was like, wait a minute. We want the facade of being for the people.
Not for the people.
You know, but we talk about money here.
That's all it is. It's a facade. And it's easy to say, both of them just basically point fingers and say, this is the reason why we can't do this, this is the reason why we can't do that. And they do nothing.
Right.
But what the fuck they want.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, look, you be hearing about all this that they're trying to decide on what to do and that they're fighting about. All of a sudden, it's, they just came to agreement on this bill. Well, where the fuck this bill come from? That ain't what the fuck they was fighting about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit like that.
The things that we don't see Wait a minute. Let's rewind before we get too far off topic. Let's rewind a little bit. We was talking about how I'm gonna get back into. We was talking about how people get their feelings hurt and they want other people to react, and they want other people to change their mind. And earlier we said something about chasing perfection.
Oh yeah.
I think the changing. Explain what you meant about change perfection.
I feel like at this time in America, we've got to a point where we're chasing the unobtainable. We're chasing for a world without problems with each other, when that'll never be a thing. We're all raised differently. We all have different views. We all take things differently. You'll never have a world without conflict, really. And it seems that a lot of people are trying to fight for that world where it can't exist, because at the end of the day, you're stepping on somebody's toes, trying to chase your version of perfection, because everybody has a different idea of perfection.
Right.
So if you just try to chase your world's version of perfection, you're not going to be too much better than any other person that thinks they're doing absolute right. It's a lot of evil people in this world that everybody sees, these evil, ruthless killers that thought they was doing the best in the world. Thought that they was doing the world a service. Thought that they was delivering perfection, and it was not.
Chasing perfection causes delusion.
Mm-hmm.
Because nothing is perfect. So when you tell the people, well, you can't say this word and you don't live like this and you can't move like this, and you cause people to live like robots.
Yeah.
And then you cause the ones that you're catering to end up somehow being stuck in the box as well. You get what I'm saying?
Because they never evolve.
Yeah. No, it's because now they're secluded.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, now they're by themselves. You get what I mean? So it's like people are walking on eggshells because you can't parent your kids this way. You can't teach this right here. When you walk in the place and you see whatever, you have to try to go through your Rolodex and say, what is the right pronoun and this and that. Like, you don't really get a chance to be this free that you're supposed to be.
Because, the age of you have to fit a category. And that's it. Like, you have to fit a category. Like, with the trans, LGBT, black people, white people, women, everybody has to fit this certain category. Like, you say with women, like, the beauty industry. Mm-hmm. How, like, if you look at all the women, like, a lot of them have the same exact fucking makeup. Right?
You mean, like, the same build up, like when we go to the barbershop and you see the graph and say, I want a number, bam. Mm-hmm. I get what you're saying.
It's like the same, like, and that's just like one, like, examples of just industries pushing boom, 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 because this is seen as beauty and perfection. And now, since that is seen as beauty and perfection, when you talk against that, like, no, like, there's other things that people will really get pissed off at you for talking against it. Because now they've boxed their self in and they don't feel beautiful without it. So now that you're interrupting that flow for them, you're interrupting what they see as, I need this. This is perfection. Right. This is me.
And you become the wrong person.
Yep.
I mean, when actually you're the one that's just speaking the truth at that point.
Like, you have the right to be who are you outside of just being a woman? Who are you outside of just being a man? Who are you outside of just being black? Who are you outside of just being gay or trans? Who is that person?
Yeah, you're not what that is. Yeah.
So who's fucking Joe? Who's Joe? That's who you learn who Joe is inside of you, and you'll figure out life. Mm-hmm. Because chasing this perfect image of a person will do nothing but make you miserable. And that's why I feel like a reason why depression is on a fucking rise. Because people are chasing the unfucking obtainable.
Right. People, it's like when you watch, and I don't want to just blame it only on social media. Of course, social media doesn't have 100%, accountability in this, but it plays a huge fucking part because it's like you constantly see things that you're not. Definitely when you're a person that's not happy with who you are. Mm-hmm. Oh man, that will I can tell how that could mess in someone's mind up. Definitely when they're looking at things that they want, like.
And then the algorithm show it to them over and over. And the more they click on it, it's going to show it to them more and more. And the only things you're going to see is what you want, and you're going to see what you want as perfection, when in reality, you just got fucking advertised to like a motherfucker to want these things.
And don't even know it. But would tell yourself, I do want that. I want this. And then probably be mad when someone tell you, hey, you know you don't have to do that. You know you don't have to buy that. You know you don't have to be whatever that is that you are into. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. That's it. I found that out a lot as an adult. Because I ain't gonna lie, as an adult, as soon as I became an adult, I bought everything I wanted. Shit ain't hold a single piece of weight. It was fun for the first week.
Yeah. So I got
nothing.
Nothing.
I got nothing. Still. They're just like, you could be, that's why it's like, it's so easy to keep poor people trapped in a bubble because it's easier for them to want.
I got a question. And this could be one of the questions where, can you sue the American government? Like, can a normal person just jump up and just sue the American government?
I think you can, because I think it has happened before. I'm not too sure. I don't know if you can or not, honestly. But I think it's one of those things like you might can, but it's like.
So let me ask you a question. I think I just.
Who's going to vote against themselves?
Nah, it's like let's say you're a doctor, right? What is the doctor's job? Like, is there a, you know how they say this, what do they call it, the Hippocratic Oath or whatever? Is that a real thing, or is that just a oath that they portray to themselves that we're going to uphold? Or is that something on paper? Because if that's something that's on paper, because I didn't read it, but I don't know if this is something they have to sign to, because if that is the case, what they do when I go to the hospital and and let's just say I can't pay for this operation and they let me go home and die, they just broke that. Because it didn't matter, the cost didn't matter, the money. You were there to uphold this oath that you will keep a human alive. Now, the reason I say the government, because I know that the government is the reason behind it, because of the pharmaceutical companies and this and that. But shouldn't that be that they broke it? If that's a thing, because I don't know, that's not my world.
Shit. If that was the case, you probably sue the government just off simple fact they're not doing their fucking job.
What you mean their job? Because,
technically,
people have jobs.
Technically, I mean, think about, like, look around America. Like, a lot of the people, like, just like, what was the dude, everybody laugh at him, but he be saying some real ass shit. The one that be on the city council. Real funny old dude.
I know you're talking about.
Mays, Mr. Mays, yeah. He be
Yeah.
saying some real shit, like when he was talking about the dude in charge of the infrastructure of the city and everything. He was asking him, like, why the road's still not fixed up. And says, no, I say, you keep asking for more money, and we keep giving you more money, and shit's still not getting done. It sounds like you should be fired.
That's a fact. Because if you've been sitting in that seat for 7-8 years and these projects still ain't done, where's the money at? Because the people ain't stopped paying taxes. That stuff like that. Can you sue for shit like that? Because it's like, at the end of the day, if I pay someone to fix my car and it comes back that, they didn't fucked it up even worse and I can't even drive the motherfucker, even though I drove it there, that's what we're doing with them. We're giving our money and we're not getting our return back.
I feel like you might be able to sue on a local basis.
Probably.
And I feel like that's more what we need to do. Because like I said, a lot of the times when
Or could you just put in a grievance or some stupid shit? Go talk to the guy and all of the dumb shit.
I feel like if you got some, but I feel like if you do gonna go that route, you gotta come with that goddamn.
Oh yeah.
You gotta go. You gotta bring receipts. Say, look. So this amount of taxes was paid by the people in this year, because you can go look a lot of that shit up. And you say, well, these funds is not being allocated to these. The schools funding is fucking poor, even though they're supposed to be getting this amount of money. This stuff not being paid, and even though, like, every time I bring up schools, I gotta say this shit. We need to figure out why the fuck our kids is paying for lunch that's already fucking paid for.
That's already paid for. That is a huge slap in the face. Your tax-paying dollars is going
To buy this truck full of food that you're gonna throw away because they can't pay.
Yeah, it's already going to the school. It's a public school. It's already going to everything. Like, and then they're gonna make you pay for it again. Say no, someone getting it free. No, we already paid.
Yeah, like the fuck.
It came out like
I
it
shouldn't
came
even
out
have to go
everybody's checks
sign up for
already.
free lunch.
Nah, came out everybody's checks already.
Ain't like you getting the best quality shit.
Nah, like, and then on top of that, to say that you're so much into business, into this thing where you would rather a kid go without if they can't pay. That's fucked up.
To places they have to be. Like, I have to send my kids there. I'm going to fucking jail.
Right.
So you can feed the motherfucker. But fuck that. I'm feeding them already. I'm feeding a whole bunch of the motherfuckers, actually. Like, it should be no reason that shit go to waste. You shouldn't be throwing away shit.
In the schools is like, I don't know, but when it comes to things like schools and them getting taken advantage of, in a sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like, the boards of educations, they like not allocating. They said the school needs, like, it should just be funded. The school should be funded. Like, when school needs some shit, like, it shouldn't have gotten to the point where, like, motherfucking, it's teachers actually having to put their own fucking money just so the kids can actually get a proper education.
the people that help the most people, usually the people that's most, looked over. You know what I mean? It's just like, it sounds like a stupid comparison, but the analogy is like the coach, say the coach and the parents of the boy that groomed that player, even though his skills is his skills, the player is going to be the one in the shine. But that player always going to know he's going to walk up to that person, whoever that is, and be like, I appreciate that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But we overlook the helping person. You know what I'm
Because it's the star outshines the help.
Shit, the homeless person can give you the most help because they can damn sure tell you how not to fail, and that's all you need in this life, right?
I said all you need is it's a lot of times where we don't know which path to take, and it's always helpful to know which one not to take.
By telling them their story, they can show you how not to fail. Just don't do that shit. And if you're gonna take some of their paths, you know which way not to.
Yeah,
Because they, you know what I mean?
you seen how it fucked them up.
But people don't like to,
Because it'd be a lot of people that live very successful, that have a very successful plan, but they took one misstep and fucked up. One misstep. Like, maybe they had got to the point where they got everything they deserved, the career and everything, but one deal that they signed fucked them up for the rest of their life.
Yeah. Now, what will be, let's just say today, bam, we out there, we getting things shaking and baking. We getting this community. What is your ideal community? What are the things in this community that, for us? And I won't even say for us, because when I think of community for real, of course, do I want all black? I mean, do I want a lot of black people? Yeah. But when I think of community, I'm talking about if you live here, let's spend here, let's
And
grow
produce
here,
here.
and produce
Yes,
here.
here.
Now, I mean, that's pretty much what I mean.
And help each other out. Like, even for those, like, less fortunate, like, for one, like, a thing I would do, like I said, this is just if I had, like, the money to. One thing I would do is do, like, a milk drive. Like, for baby milk and shit like that. Just to, like, help our women, who out there. And, like, because, like I said, WIC ain't always, gonna provide at that time.
You see how they drove during the pandemic, how they drove the price of Similac up? I said, God damn it.
That's it. My friend was showing us. God
They
damn.
was getting them over like $24, $30 a can. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Now, the one good thing about that is if they didn't want to buy it, well, they got a titty.
Yeah. Some can't produce.
Some can't produce. That's a fact.
Yeah, so it's just like, it's kind of fucking people At the end of the day, it's like, damn, they know it's something that they need, and it's just like they can price it how the fuck they want.
Yeah, supply and demand, ain't that about a bitch?
Mm-hmm. They know these motherfuckers fucking.
Yeah, so they in the house.
Mm-hmm.
They in the house, but everything rose during the pandemic. I knew by doing the profession that I do that I seen that that's the career that I got into that opened my eyes to a lot of shit though. It let me see things like, there's a lot of facades going on. Like I get to in the middle of fucking, I don't know, like fucking Nebraska somewhere, and I'm going to pick up certain thing, and then I get there. All these things that we say is better than this and that's better than that, they all came from the same exact building right here. They made that shit right in the same fucking warehouse. Mm-hmm. So they've been playing us this entire time. And then I'll see things like...
Mess around generic version, mess around have a little bit more flavor.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, you want to know something real though? That's kind of life. Like even with people. Like you have all like, let's say like just the dating pool. You got all these people come from this city, right? Then you got this one pretty motherfucker. Price tag looking all expensive, look good. I think I might, spend a little extra money on that one right there. I'm gonna find out she ain't shit for it. Then you didn't went past that little dusty one over there, but come to find out she was a diamond in the rough. You know what I mean? Because it's just like, a price tag don't mean shit. Just because, let's say everything that glitter ain't gold.
Yeah,
and that's a real ass fact.
Yeah, I done seen shit. I'm be like, yo, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. They getting people out here. Like they is, but you can't tell these people nothing. Mm-mm. They're gonna think their shit is like
the shit.
The shit. No, mine's is better. It's made with better fabric. Like no, it's a different patch on it for sure.
Shit, you heard about your favorite rapper had that shit on.
And
now
you
want
got
to wear it. Mm-hmm. They're just like the red rubber boots.
Yeah,
that was a perfect example of y'all niggas will buy anything that is popular. Mm-hmm. It has nothing to do with the fancy brand or anything like that, because in the day, a lot of these bags be exactly the same.
Yeah, it is, and it's really not about. It's about the person's name that's on the bag. Mm-hmm. Now, I mean, it's about that. You like talking about Balenciaga? Most people can't spell the shit. It just is what it is. But they want it for some reason. Mm-hmm. But there's probably a person in their fucking neighborhood, in their city, that got a local joint. They probably make bags way better than these motherfuckers. And they don't want to get it because it's not this name that they can't say.
Ain't gonna lie. I understand that scene more so as a child, but as an adult, it's like you gotta grow past that. Cause niggas roast the shit out your ass for some crazy shit. Cause I've been there. I've been there. Nigga came to school with the polo shirt on. He had about 6 horses. Like, damn, nigga, you got a polo team, bitch.
He said got a whole polo team.
But shit like that, which is just like, as an adult, I can give 2 fucks.
It sounds stupid for, like, if I put on something, it's nowhere in the hell I'm going to think somebody's going to come up to me and ask to check my tag. All that. You fucking want to get your ass smacked. Straight like that. Mm-hmm. Like, who's going to know? It's just something that covers skin.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's it. It defines nothing. But us as black people, we see that it does. When, I guarantee all of us has probably been in the line with some rich-ass white man, black man, or that, I'm talking about stupid rich. He didn't know, because he didn't wear it. Mm-mm. Real people that's really trying to live their life and legacy, whatever like that, that for right now money is nothing.
Yeah, they probably got a few little nice outfits they got for some special occasions, and that's it.
Yeah.
And that's how it's supposed to be, because at the end of the day, who the fuck got time to do all that every day?
I'm one of them people that I don't give a flying.
Not a goddamn fuck.
Now, I'll buy something every now and then, because I ain't going nowhere looking like a fool. But I work too much. Buy all of this shit to chase y'all for what?
Hell yeah. Fucking look like having a fucking $100 pair of drawers.
Like, if I'm gonna tell, like, it's more like...
That was a real thing going around, too.
What's that?
The drawers for like $150.
For one pair?
For one pair of drawers.
Sheesh. For something you gonna fart in?
One pair of drawers.
Nope. Not a chance. You should hit that again. Hell no.
Cause
Get nowhere in the hell.
Why? Ain't nobody gonna see the shit unless you sagging. I sagged that goddamn day.
You gonna see all 150.
So you gonna see look at these goddamn name brand drawers and this Yeah. Gonna see this shit.
It's nowhere in the hell. 150 for some draws, man. Like stuff like that.
Nope.
Like when will we see that? All right. Nike is pretty much billionaires because, not saying that white people don't buy Nike, but for the majority, it's us. So we can say, damn, they're worth all of this amount of money. Or we can sit back and say, damn, we're worth that amount of money. We just gave it to them. Mm-hmm. If we didn't give it to them, they wouldn't have it. They technically would be broke. You get what I'm saying? How about we just turn around and give it to us and live a different type of life? Mm-hmm. Or are we just going to continue to chase their name? Yeah. I'm not understanding.
So how much is like your, because I ain't buying no Jordans in a minute. You know how much Jordans cost nowadays?
Yeah, so I got something for 180 the other day.
So 180?
Like last month.
So 180, right?
I seen 210, I seen whatever. It pissed me off when I walk. I'm going to tell you something. It pissed me off when I went there because I don't really go get no shoes and shit like that. Mm-hmm. It pissed me off when I got them Timbs. I said $210 for some Timbs, fam. I remember the shit was $100. But anyways.
So think about that. So 180, right? So let's say you make 10 an hour. That was 2 shifts you just spent.
If you 10 an hour, who the fuck making 10 an hour?
No, I'm just saying, like some people still make 10 an hour though. But like you said,
in America, the people still making 10 an hour.
Yeah, some people the divorce rate ain't go up. That's in some places. Shit, I seen one. It was like 11 the other day.
Sheesh. Holy hell.
Nope.
I mean, come on, man. How do you raise, like, when you go on these apps, like you were saying, Zillow and all these, I mean, Truly and shit, you see rent and mortgages of these houses. How do they expect someone to live with $10 an hour?
Yep. But then, like I said, think about that. If people like that, $10 an hour, right? So you work 9 hours a day, so that's $90. Tax gonna come out that motherfucker. But so let's say $90, then you work another shift, that's 90, so that's about 180. So you done spent 2 days work on one pair of motherfucking shoes. And I ain't gonna lie, I be thinking about work. I be thinking about
I'm
money
down
like
to
that
spend
now.
2 days of work on one item, as long as that item benefits me in the long run. You know what I'm saying? I'm down all day. I'm down to spend every dime I got, as long as
It benefits.
it benefits me. If that's why I don't really buy shit like that other than household, because it's like I don't see the point of it. You know what I mean? I don't get like I like to play the game and shit, right? I could have, like, everybody's into Madden and this and that, and I am too. I'm a goddamn fiend. But I didn't buy it because at the end of the day, do I really want it? It can be it's a small amount of money, $60-something fucking dollars. But I can take the $60 a million times. I can buy it today, buy it the next day. But every day I can take the $60 and put it somewhere else, on something else, because that is going to be something I obtain that week, get bored with, and put it down.
Yep.
I need to get something that's going to be a forever thing, or at least towards a forever thing. You get what I'm saying? And people get into this materialism thing and just like things for today's gratitude.
And regret the fuck out of it later on. Like, I never should have did that. It's just like, I'll never buy the bottle in the club. For what?
That is stupid, though.
Why the fuck am I going to spend a couple $100 on a bottle that's like 40?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, it is the dumbest thing ever. That's one
And I
ego
realized
shit.
I've had a motherfucker try to argue with me that it's about the bottle service. So, nah, nigga, you just stupid. Because at the end of the day, he said, you just can't spend $500 on a bottle. I said, look, $500 is a lot of money. It's not a lot of money at the same time. Like, I can spend it, but I don't want to just spend that shit on a bottle.
Yeah.
Tight, like,
Definitely not a $20, $30 bottle.
like, I can literally take that same $500, go get a motherfucking hotel room, buy 4 of those bottles, and fuck all the bitches you trying to in this club. Why would I do that to myself? Say, I am fiscally responsible, sir. Fiscally.
You're stroking the person's ego. I mean, they want to floss. I mean, for other people, like, look
They
at
wanna
me,
feel
I'm hot
big.
shit. Yeah. I mean, knowing that this is the money that they needed. You know what I mean?
They had to make a fucking executive decision in the car. They was regretting the shit on the ride there.
Well, even if you're in the case where
You do get it.
you do got it, you spending it just on a bottle to floss for the people and say, hey, I'm better than you. Look what I got. You could have been taking that money and building so everyone can. So when I think of community, when I think of black people, I look at us like this is the first kind of generation where we have so much money and shit like that. I'm like, we can change the narrative real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, we can go from being fucking slums and living in ghettos and this, and that to schools not this to changing things. When I say real quick, I'm not talking about as a today, tomorrow situation, but it can make a quick ass change because just stop giving the money to the other people.
Mm-hmm.
You will see them things grow like that because we're still going to buy it.
Yeah.
We still was going to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Just change who the fuck got it.
Most definitely.
Like,
and stop going back to your hood and like, if you do make it, stop going back to your hood and paying for the same shit you was trying to get away from. Go to the hood and fix some shit. Like, this on some real shit. Like, why you going to the hood and you helping niggas run guns when you can get them a whole shit? Buy them niggas a gun store.
Facts. If you can, but yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, you got money to do like shit. If you trying to run guns that way, you got a perfectly legal source of income right there. Put that bitch right there. Boom.
Yeah, you don't come back and get all the pills and the guns and all that. Now, I mean, when you got the money to fix the community.
Yeah, you can literally support a whole lot of shit. That's the same shit with like you can literally fix things, but y'all want to go back in the hood. Why the fuck is you got millions in your bank? You still want to go back and shoot?
Yeah, like do like Nipsey was doing. He was going back and at least trying to change. First starting off with changing the mind state of the people around him. I'm not just going to give him just solely the credit because from what I understand, I'm not from over there, but from what I understand, there's a lot of people in them hoods around there that really stand on that, making things change. Mm-hmm. Now, I mean, but when he had the money to go back and put the business, they said he had a fucking, what you call it? It was basically like, I think it was called Vector 90. What was the name of his chain? It's called Vector something. And it's based off of, it's all like, with different technologies and all of that, the whole virtual type store type deal. Mm-hmm. So he was putting things in the community that our youth need to see. It's just that you're going to have people that go in there and do things like him. Then you're going to have the people that you're talking about that's going to be jealous of people like him because it's, stepping on the tones of their illegal operation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But shit, at the end of the day, it's just like, yeah, you're going to have people that's jealous, but you always going to, but at the end of the day, shit, fuck it. That's because honestly, not to say, but like, especially if that's some shit you was talking to your music, that's just like, if Tupac had got like billions of dollars at a time before, gone, and he just basically up and left the hood and never said nothing to the shit no more. Because it's just like, you preached all that shit, and that's literally what he was rallying behind you for, and you did none of that shit.
And that's why I said, I think it was like 2 shows ago, when I say Jay-Z to me is one of my top favorite motherfucking rappers of all time. But being honest,
he ain't doing shit.
He ain't doing shit for us. Like, we get this thing where they're great at entertaining us, and all of a sudden they have this great mind and iconic and all of this. I'm like, what makes him to be up there in the realm of being spoke about that way? Does he rap well?
Yeah, he didn't do shit.
He did shit in the business of that. I praise him to the point where I would have never thought people in rap will be able to even get in the doors that he got it into. But that's a self-accomplishment.
Yeah.
When I say them people, I mean like, you help the people, my guy.
Yeah.
Don't continue to say shit like fucking my yacht and this and my yacht. Okay, we get it. You're richer than everybody. But can you, get this block right here? Can you do some of that?
Mm-hmm. And you can literally, and crazy thing is,
and still make money. I ain't saying just
exactly.
give it away for free.
You can
put the businesses there. You still can make money.
You can put hella businesses there, make hella money, and you're cycling money through. You're giving people opportunities. You're fixing the world and building yourself up at the same time. Because at the end of the day, the rich white folks buying up the goddamn neighborhoods.
Right. They don't mind making money off our neighborhood. Why do you?
So you looking at it as, and they push it as like it's a bad investment, but yet they do it all the time.
Or is it I'm not in that world, but could it be a thing where in the industry to stay that on the top of the mountain, you can't do that. can't do that because now we will. Because it seemed like when people start talking about us, like the Cat Williams and the Eddie Griffins and stuff like that, when they start talking about us, it's like they throw something in the water and let the ripples, know what I mean? And then the people are all of a sudden against them. Mm-hmm. Know what I mean? So is it one of the things where he can't? But me, you already know, I was like, man, fuck it. Fuck it, because what are they going to do? If they're not going to deplete your whole bank account, so be it. Mm-hmm. But they're going to change your image. Continue to do what you stood on.
I don't know. I feel like people like Jay-Z and Beyonce, they would have a hell of a time ruining that.
Yeah, they so big. It's like, we don't need none of that.
Because even, like, they threw that in there with Michael Jackson, and granted, like...
they can do it to Michael Jackson, they can do it to Beyonce.
No, but I said they threw the rumors in there, but at the end of the day, Michael Jackson didn't lose a lot. The rumors was there, but Michael Jackson himself, like, if you look it up, like, it was more so of the bad publicity, but he didn't lose a lot.
No, Michael Jackson, they fucked this whole shit up because they had Michael Jackson hiding. They had Michael Jackson hiding. Mm-hmm. Like, when that's fucking up an image, when you have the mindset of being one of the greatest singers and entertainers ever, and then you have people thinking that you're a pedophile, well, that fucks up your image for sure. Nobody wants to have people thinking that you're a fucking pedophile. You know what I mean? Still to this day, when you mention Michael Jackson, you're gonna have people that think about his music, have people think about his pedophile. Yeah, that's on them.
Yeah, it's on them. But shit, everybody got something.
Not to everybody, they don't. Maybe to your circle.
Everybody got something. That's it. But like I said, you said it's just kind of like the same thing with R. Kelly. You got those people who hella against him, and you got some people that just like shit, clap, step in the name of love, and fuck all that. Like, because at the end of the day, people don't throw away people as much as, like, you might have a lot. Like I said, social media is loud, but it's not the reality.
Yeah.
That's something I've come to learn. Social media is a loud ass fucking billboard of shit, but it's not really the majority's thoughts. Like you said,
yeah, because you can be like this. You can be in social media world and you just watch something, you pissed off. You're like, yeah, this motherfucker do, and you're talking these comments and you put your phone down and say grace. Mm-hmm. Now, I mean, that was the whole thing. That wasn't really real.
Not real at all. Shit. I've literally seen a girl, like, having a conversation, like, where she was depressed. She didn't know what she was doing with her life, so. And literally, 2 minutes later, went live on Facebook. She's like, we out here, we about to get drunk. We living our best life. And literally, like, in the same instance, as soon as that live hit, switch up. You thought her life was perfect. She out here living her best life. But it's a lie.
It's a facade.
To make people think you are. Because if people think you are, you can fake it till you make it, which is not real. You're just going to be depressed and wanting to be a person that you're portraying to others.
That's why I'm about to say, what are you faking? What are you faking? Are you trying to be like the person that you're faking it to? Are you trying to be like them? I mean, what are you? That was said. That's always an uncomfortable feeling. Like, I haven't been in my lifetime, I have been to where my settings, I'm not saying I was like one of these super follower type niggas, but I can say that I did things, definitely being that my upbringing, I had mom and pops. Know what I mean? And they won't teaching me that bullshit. I'm going to just be honest. But my outside was like, I want to do this shit. Know what I mean? So I had times in life, but so that comes with growth. But at the same time, it's like, you have to give people, how do you say it? Say what you just said so I can try to break it down a little bit better, like so I don't lose your point. Because the way I see it, I think I'm gonna change your point, and I don't want to do that.
No, but not kind of smooth because if I feel like I'm gonna interrupt with your thought process.
No. You gonna? I need this for my thought process. Let me do it.
Ain't gonna lie.
That man that lost. But look, so when
it's the weed. That's what I was trying to slide past that motherfucker. He gonna call me out. Talk about so I need it for my thought process. No, say your thought, goddamn it, it's over.
Oh shit.
That brain cell said bye. Go.
Damn, cuz. Anyways, so I guess it's not gonna go off fully what you were trying to say. Maybe somebody will let me know, but
I probably remember saying.
like when fuck with you. What? The fuck just happened? Nah, I don't know what the fuck.
That's your fault.
Damn, I should have just went.
Yeah, that was a hard ass goddamn.
Damn all that, man. God damn, fuck with you, Quattro. All right. Okay, so we were talking about chase perfection. Anyways, we're gonna be in the last 30-minute wrap up. Anyways, I guess that was meant for us to shut that the fuck down. Say that conversation is over.
That shit was a good conversation though.
that meant it was a wrap. It was though, and it's a conversation that need to be had. Know what I mean? But let's shift gears in a minute to well, kind of back to what we were saying, but in a different aspect. If you can ask people to do something within that community, tangible something, not something like go out there and get 7,000 people. That's not going to make a person interested because they're going to feel like they can't.
Yeah, not an impossible goal.
Something that people can go out there and do to, get these little pockets of communities going. At least helping and getting our faces around each other, getting us comfortable with being around each other. You know what I mean?
I would say we need more block parties.
Mm-hmm. Something with the kids.
We need to bring block parties. And I mean like actual block parties. Like we need some stepping and cha-cha slide block parties. I don't want to hear no motherfucking your booty hole pink and your pussy brown. I don't want to hear that song at the joint. We ain't doing that.
That's the song?
Yeah, she said it. She said her coochie pink and her booty hole brown.
Well, damn, she wrote that down. Shit.
That's the one I said was going to be.
That's a fact.
That's what I was going to say be a one-hit wonder. I said, damn, at least Megan Thee Stallion, you could hear a few bars when the other
all
ones
of
do.
them like that, I think.
They try to put some bars in them songs, but her junk ain't have a single bar.
But yeah, we do need the community thing.
But we need some more. We need to like cha-cha slide area back when it comes to cookout. Like, play the young music a little bit in there, but you gotta have the time for the grandparents to get that cross generations. And y'all gotta turn up with your grandpeoples, cause shit, we did. Mm-hmm. That old school music used to hit, motherfucker. Sliding too, goddammit.
Yeah, now everybody is too cool for shit.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is just too cool for. It's like, what the fuck, like.
Mm-hmm.
What was the?
They like this. They dancing with their phone, they live and shit. That's it. That's
Yeah,
all they had to do.
We out here doing it.
Or shake some ass. That's it. That's all they had to do. Go live and shake some ass.
Go live and shake some ass, male and female. Ain't that about a bitch. But anyways, like when we get, let's just say, like you said, block parties, arranging like sporting events for kids. Shit, sporting events for adults. Like adults will play, I guess, like adult baseball or some shit. Leagues and shit. Like getting people around people, because once you get around people more, you'll realize like, oh shit, that this person over here, pops own a fucking concrete company that whoop and they need. That's how you start engaging in shit like that.
And talking to your goddamn neighbors.
Yeah.
You antisocial bastards. Say hi. Shit. Like, this shit got me mad. Like, I can literally say hi to motherfucker to hit me with that motherfucking scrunch face. Say fuck, like, what's up, man? Shit, can I borrow some potatoes? I don't know. Something. Borrow some sugar. Like, be neighborly.
And I speak to mine. I know they like, I think my neighbors probably think it's weird. Like, this nigga actually keep talking every time they fucking see me. Like, why the fuck not?
Yeah,
They're
like,
right there. Most people
as
look
well.
down. Most people might be on their phone. They looking down, tunnel vision. I'm like, damn, I see you. Hello.
like you barely even get the nod. You remember the black nod that you would get? Black people, we might not speak every time. Everybody get the motherfucking nod. You know what I mean? How you doing? Motherfuckers don't want to do that shit no more.
Yeah.
Like, shit. Like, have some type of community, because it's like,
That was a judgmental
these are
community.
these are the people that you're around. So these are your people. You go see these people every day. If you don't need them to always be strangers.
Yeah,
you need a time where fucking
you feel more safe. I mean, if you knew, like, if you one of the people, like, you have a busy schedule, everybody can't afford babysitters and stuff, and you know you had to leave your kids home. If you knew your neighbors, you would feel more safe.
Yeah, because you know somebody will call you. Shit, you got their number, which was weird. To think about now, like, if you would have like a young person actually think about it, like back in the day, I remember, like, for some reason they all had my mom's number. And like now, like, if you think about it with the mindset now, you wouldn't just have the nigga that lived 2 blocks over fucking number.
Yeah.
But back in the day, that was a thing. That way, if you fucking got in trouble, piss you off a little bit. You said so-and-so said you was hanging off the goddamn pop. Said, so who the fuck said that? Said Miss Caroline. Said, that bitch. It got me bad. You in the room cussing because you got your ass whooped.
That's facts, though, but we need that type of...
Yeah, because it teaches, and it also teaches, like, your kid won't disrespect people. Will disrespect people less. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, they will always look at a person as somebody that's in their community, people that they interact with. Because you open the door, but you say shit, it's just some strange. Fuck them. But if you treat everybody like that's how you bring people together, that's what we have. Because there's people who, like, live on the same street, walk right past old lady struggling, shit like that. Shit. Miss Patterson, let me help you this box, shit like that. Like, don't let old people take their groceries in. But, I get that nowadays a little more separated, so we got to take them steps to build up trust again. So don't just try to walk up on a little old lady and be like, let me help them groceries. Be like, hey, excuse me, would you need help with them groceries from afar? I give a little bit of, because she might be scared of shit and mace your ass.
Yeah, because of things have changed.
Yeah, so... build it up. Like, just talk, speak, say hi. Everybody get out of this little social anxiety bubble that y'all can only talk and text.
Same thing that when it goes to men hollering at women.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of women that's literally got mad because that man thought she was beautiful. So he seen her, he liked what he saw, so he went up and talked to her.
Yeah.
And they decided, boy, I'm like, you really mad that this man thought you looked nice. He wanted to get to know you. Now, you can reject him. That's one thing.
And niggas accept no.
Yeah.
You don't got to call her a bitch because she said no, all that corny shit, because
Yeah.
that's kind of fucking up the game, too. We got to get a balance.
She can't be this ugly ass bitch ass when you just was about to holler at her.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, if we get that communication, like you said, them steps to getting it back to being a normal thing.
Yeah.
Back to being where people can openly talk to each other and not being comfortable where just send me a message so I can read it the way I want you to sound.
Yeah.
They're not used to talking to people and hearing their tone and accepting they rather, read how they perceive you.
Yeah. Fuck them words, because texting don't display shit. Got no feelings in them words. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I don't like arguing with females nowadays. Because a lot of people, especially in my generation, they want to text. Do you know how hard it is to text the argument? Because for me personally, I'm not feeling it. Like, she might be pissed off. She over on the other end fuming, and I'm just over there, Joe. I'm Call of Duty good in the motherfucker. Like, I'm not feeling it like you is. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. The only time I do feel it, for some reason, this is the only place I ever feel it. Work.
Just bother me now.
I'm at work and you want to argue, and now I'm trying to respond, and then reading your response like, that ain't what the fuck is. And then I'm trying to deal with these. Don't wait till I get home. Wait till I get to the house.
So now we can just talk. That's why talking is better. Talking is better for everything, though. It's just about accepting what you hear. That's all it is. I mean, and it will be less divide in all of this things that we talked about today on the show. All these different, sides and things that we talked about through today. People got to get comfortable with hearing the opposition.
Yep. And just because the truth is something you don't like does not mean that it's not the truth. The truth will always be the truth, and we don't like it sometimes. Shit, the person telling you the truth might not like it. It just is what it is. Because at the end of the day, like, think about a doctor's job. Million times a day, they might have to tell somebody that their loved one is gone. They don't like the fact that your loved one is dead. but they have to tell you this. And that's just how it goes in everything in life. I don't like the fact that this might happen to you. I don't like the fact that shit, you might got to man up in this situation. I don't like that. Like, I'm here for you down, but you might got to put your big clothes on and you got to go through with this. I might not like that truth because shit, I see that it's hard on you, but it's still the fucking truth.
Facts.
It's still the fucking truth.
Facts. It doesn't change it. It doesn't change it. That goes back to the Jess Hilarious thing. It's like, just because she said something that made your feelings hurt does not change it. It doesn't change it, man. That basically sums up everything we said today. Listen to things for what it is, not how you feel about it.
Yeah. Because you have to go home and brew in your feelings, and no matter what. Because at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, you knew it was the truth. You just didn't want to accept the truth. But now that the truth is here, you don't like hearing it. But at the end of the day, you have to accept the truth for what it is. I don't like waking up every day thinking about fucking the shit I gotta pay. Still gotta pay it.
Still gotta pay it. Not gonna change. Wake up feel like you want to quit your damn job and all that, but you gotta go to work because you gotta pay them goddamn bills.
Shit, you know how many times I quit every morning. Every morning I wake up, I'm not going in this motherfucker. Yesterday was my last day. They didn't piss me off. Look, I'm putting on my boots while I'm saying this is my last motherfucking day. I'm just like, fuck this job. I ain't going to this motherfucker. Got the keys in my hand, still going. Why? Because the truth is, I need that motherfucker right now.
Right now.
That's it.
It's a stepping stone to what's next. But right now, that's the truth.
And I can't try to run away from the truth. It just is what it is.
People want to run away from their truth, and they want you to play along. They want you to run with them. Like, no, let's both abandon the truth and make me feel right. No. I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Also, sorry, but you people who do it are part of the problem too. People who cater to every last feeling a person have, you are part of the reason why a lot of things don't usually go right for that person. Because if you have a friend who is constantly doing fucked up shit and is constantly leading them down wrong paths, and you're always telling them that, no, you were right, you didn't do nothing wrong, you fucking them up. If you got a homeboy where like this nigga just saying fuck his kids, and you agreeing to it every time, fuck them kids. You don't need no money. She just trying to take for everything you got. But nigga ain't doing shit.
Silence is a motherfucker too.
Yeah.
Not saying nothing. That's why a lot of people say, what do you call it when like a friend come up to you venting?
Yeah.
A lot of people say, you should just let them vent and don't say nothing. Do I let them crash? If I hear them venting and they're just getting out their frustrations about things that's happening, and then they get to venting about the things that they're about to do because of it, do I let them crash?
Yeah.
Or do I fucking say something?
Because at the end of the day, I'm your friend. And I say friends are what we call chosen family.
Yeah.
That's it. That's a chosen family. We cool like that. Look, I'm have to be honest with you that that's not a good decision.
Right.
That's going to lead you down a path that's going to fuck you up. And honestly, I don't even give a fuck if that friend is mad at me for real. Because at the end of the day, if I let them fail, they will.
They will, yeah.
And also, I will feel like shit seeing them fail when at the end of the day, I could have said something.
Right. So what is the definition of a good friend to you?
To me, the definition of a good friend is a person that has your back anytime they can. I say anytime they can because I'm not one of those friends that feel entitled to my friend's help, so to speak. Like, if I ask my friend for $20 and they say no, I'm not gonna get mad at them for it.
Yeah, they just said no.
Yeah, because this thing, they might have wanted to give me that $20, but at the time they couldn't because they had some shit going on. Because in the days, like, I don't know, and I'm not gonna. They don't even got to give me an explanation. I just needed to know the answer. I don't need the explanation. But when I mean, like, that's why I always say can. Like, if they can help you, it's somebody who helps you when they can. And it's also a person who tells you the truth and sticks by you. Tells you the truth and sticks by you. That's, to me, that's the definition of a good friend. Because
can a good friend, if a friend decides to back away from you, do you feel like they're not sticking by you?
it depends on the reason. Like, if they're backing away from me, like, let's just say, because I'm too broke for them now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like, hey, you on some credit shit, I might, not fuck with you. Because it's
I
just
mean,
like,
back away, like, say if you have this friend that y'all always cool, y'all gonna do all the shit together that y'all normally do, but then y'all talk to each other about different shit, and you constantly trying to help them. And they take your advice, they don't take your advice, they gonna do their own thing, they're their own human. But at some point, they just keep crashing and crashing and crashing. At some point, and you start pulling back. You're still cool, but you're less there. Are they sticking by you, or how you feel about that?
I feel like it's only so much a person who care about you would watch. And that even goes down to parents, because it's a lot of parents that will cater to their kid. Like, let's just say like a parent with an addict child. They will still give them money, give them a place to stay all the time. But then the parent, is just like over and over and over and over and over again. So eventually, it's just like, a lot of times, it's not even the fact that you did something to the parent so many times. A lot of times is they just can't continue to watch that shit. Cause it was actually a story on that, and a lot of the parents said the same thing. It was like I love them to death, and it's like, to be honest, it was just
They couldn't watch that shit.
I couldn't watch it. They was just like, damn the money, like damn like the even stealing shit. Because at the end of the day, like a parent would tell you, like, my child is my child. Like, it annoyed the shit out of me more than anything, and I was pissed off about it. But like, my child is my child. It just, I couldn't watch them be that anymore.
Yeah.
And I feel like when you truly care, like as a friend, like if you got a friend who that's your homeboy and everything, you done chill with him for a minute and he get like addicted to drugs, like you want to be there for him. But I feel like it's only so much of that path you can watch him go down before you can't watch that shit no more. Now, and it's probably like, you probably still do if he needs you type deal. And if the man, if you like, shit, I done been to rehab, you can pick me up, have a few drinks, still the same thing, But the thing is, it's watching a person you care about fall. That shit hurt. I don't give a fuck who it is, friends, family, anybody. Watching the person you care about fall is destructive.
It is, because you're at a helpless place. I mean, that helpless is like, the only thing you can do is watch.
Yep.
I mean, you can offer guidance and offer, but only they can, definitely in them situations where only they can change that thing.
That's why I had it was a conversation that people was having about like mental health, and I was like, and it was like it was just like a person who understands your mental health is needed, who understands that you're not always gonna be this type of person. I said, yeah, that's cool, but you have to be working on that.
So you can, comment says, you can still love them, wish the best for them, but you can't be around them without bringing yourself down. What do you think about that?
Yes.
At some point, it'll start rubbing.
That should happen with a relationship.
Even if it's just mentally.
Because everybody has been with somebody who is like really, really depressed. And when it gets to the point where it's like no matter what you do or say will help, and you can't, it's being around it all the time will drag you down. It will. And even like watching a person like fall will drag you down, because at the end of the day, you could say I'm not invested, but being, like I said, it's chosen family or actual family or loved one, it's hard to just be like, it's hard. You can't just watch somebody fall hurt yourself. Not nobody you care about.
You're going to be invested in it just by default.
Yeah.
Just by proximity. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be wanting the better for them. Just like if they wasn't going through that, they'd be doing for you.
Yep. Because I ain't gonna lie, it's a few people like from high school, like I just see them like they on the streets and shit now. It's like And I was like, damn.
Drugs.
Yeah. And it's hard to see him. Like, it's literally hard to see him. Just walking McDonald's, and it's just like, damn, man.
It's always something in our community because I can look back and like people that I grew up with, and I see it differently, more like locked up. I see a lot of them. I give them credit. I see a lot of them do have like businesses and shit. I mean, but I seen a lot of them like locked up and dead. And you say like drugs, times is like weird, man.
I see a lot of them locked up too, but
Shit is horrible either way.
yeah.
Now I
to
can't
see
say
that.
this I have seen some with a lot of businesses. I just wish that we were all, what you call it, support each other. Now, I mean, like when we tried to start like the community spotlight and stuff, which we do need to bring back, because that was a good thing. And we had people from all over. We had people from Chicago. We had people from Indiana. We had people from different places that was sending in their businesses to shine a light on it. And I mean, the show is not as huge as where we could be right now, but you think about the more eyeballs, the more business that they can bring to them, more business for us in the future, for black people.
That's what it's about. It's about bringing people together.
Yeah,
Because you
without
don't
hatred.
Because you don't need to be the same to be together. You don't. We can all be some different motherfuckers. White, black, shit, gay, fucking.
If you was the same, you'd be a boring group.
Hell yeah. This shit would make the shit interesting. It makes the shit interesting. Like, I have no prejudice against no group, except for people who hate.
Yeah, I can have my opinion all day, but you can do what you do. Who gives a shit?
Because a lot of times my opinion is just like on some funny, stupid shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like, even
My
when
opinion, I ain't gonna say that because that cis woman thing, I ain't really with that.
No, I said no hate.
That is hate. Well,
It's one of it is hate in a way. They just try to straw man for it, but to have that animosity where like you're mad at people for being real and you're not.
yeah. Well, that was one hell of a goddamn show. We didn't. Matter of fact, we didn't forgot about taking breaks, and we said fuck music. But anyways, we didn't get to play any, but y'all go scream that Cognac Moscato by Nalo and Wilt Sorrell, man, and that's out everywhere. Now I mean, y'all go get that for sure, man.
Farrakhan for president.
That type shit too.
We toasting over here. Hey, put your yak in the sky, my nigga. Don't pour it out, lift it high, my nigga.
I wonder what's the delay is. I was seeing some of these comments. I'm like, damn, we've been.
Yak in the sky. Hey, put your yak in the sky.
Yak in the sky.
Yak in the sky. Hey, put your yak in the sky.
Put your yak in the sky.
In our chemistry, got chemistry, I guess that we belong. I love them all, talking dark and light, dime divas, Middle Eastern brown or even a bad senorita, Mama Mia. It was more than a pleasure for me to meet you, and I'm hoping for a proper chance to greet you. Ain't trying to do the most, but don't mind doing a lot. Slow grinding, fine dining, but the wine ain't in the box. From the top to the bottom, girl, you working with a lot. I toast my yak to the sky, knowing that this thing a lot. Yeah.
Hey, put your yak in the sky, my nigga. Don't pour it out, lift it high, my nigga. Real, recognize real. I tell you how I feel. Raise them glasses to the sky for the days we couldn't build. Yak in the sky. Hey, put your yak in the sky.
Put your yak in the sky.
Yak in the sky.
Yeah.
Hey, put your yak in the sky.
Put your yak in the sky.
I'ma keep it classy, ain't no need to be straight. A yak in the sky, just like Kermit with the T. I see Shorty cross the room, yeah, that's my cup of tea. Look at her up and down while I admire her physique. Watching how she move and she grind to the beat. Slight eye contact, yeah, you notice me. Slid to the dance floor while we playing Jodeci. Short and thick, she came to my shoulder length. When I spoke, she smiled, and plus I seen the dimples. I ain't trying to talk you to death, I'ma keep it simple. Let this slick talk marinate on your